Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More, and this is an old throwback video that I've never posted before, so sorry for the shakiness and craziness, but this is one of the worst properties I've ever seen in my life. The seller wanted to sell it to me, but instead I ended up listing it and selling it for them. You can imagine it must have been really, really bad if I did not want to buy it, and it was crazy the transformation this property had over the years. I just looked it up. I had no idea what it looked like, and it is quite the property now. So I'll talk all about that, show you the house, why it was so crazy, and then of course we'll show you the after pictures and what it looks like right now. Love the likes, love the comments, love the shares, keep those coming, and let's talk about this property. All right, so here's the MLS sheet for the property, and this is what it looked like when I was selling it as an agent for this seller. It actually looked a lot better here than it did when I first saw it. And I'm trying to remember exactly how the story went, but I think she had contacted me either because she knew somebody, a networking thing, or because of my website where we buy houses, and said she had a tenant in there and he had completely destroyed the house, had stuff everywhere, and wanted to know if I wanted to buy it. So I went, took a peek at it, and I actually made a video that I found on my phone. I was cleaning out my phone, and this video is from like 5 years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what house was this I saw? I'm like, oh, I remember that house. But I never published this video online because I didn't buy the house. And back then I only published videos on houses I bought. But I had this with some commentary because I think I was looking at it. And I was going to show it to Nikki, who wasn't there with me, and show her the property in case we decided to buy it. Obviously we did it because it was really rough. But I ended up listing it and selling it. And someone else bought it and fixed it up. But you can see some of the pictures here. Barn, another barn, some silos, all kinds of crazy stuff going on. And part of the issue too was, well, I didn't take as many pictures back then because you didn't want to see the inside of the house. The tenant had stuff everywhere, absolutely everywhere. And when I came out there to the first look at the property, he was not happy with me. He wanted to know who I was. Very confrontational. I told him, and I thought there was no way he's ever going to move all this stuff and get all this stuff out of there. But they did actually manage to get most of it out of there. It was way cleaned up when I showed it here, and we were able to sell the house. All right, so this is a very short video. Like I said, I wasn't doing commentary for YouTube. I was doing it for Nikki, and so I said some things I won't publish on air. I'm doing a voiceover now. But I did not realize this house had literally been dug out underneath it and was extremely unsafe before I saw it. I knew it had some issues and some problems, but I was very surprised in using some very choice words when I saw that. I'm like, oh my God, bleep, 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 pretty much. And then I don't think I went down under there, though. I should have. Now I would be much more daring and be showing you all of this property and all the craziness. But back then, I kind of had an idea as soon as I saw that I probably wouldn't be buying this property. But we'll try and give you some of my commentary as I walk through the interior, which is just as crazy. The house is a little weird. I just went in this front room. It's not totally gutted. They built themselves a nice little loft here with a ladder. You could definitely do something like that in your house. That would be pretty sweet. Here's the outside of an old house. This is an addition. A room with newer windows, like not horrible. Okay, gets a little weird in that this is the door to the rest of the house. And, oh, I haven't been back here yet. Hopefully they don't have any murder rooms. Okay, there's just dirt and ceiling. Okay, why you don't know? More dirt and ceiling. It's like some of these trusses they also took out here. That's that weird basement thing. I don't know if I should walk anywhere. Kitchen? Huh. So I guess if you wanted to be shit, don't fall. Creative, you could have this be your living room and have maybe 3 more bedrooms back here. I don't. And I feel like I'm gonna fall through this floor. Okay. I'm gonna get out of this house now. All right. Okay, here's the best shop, which I'm just looking at the walls, which seem to be weirdly not straight. Sweet tractor. Big. It's got to be 25 by 50 at least, maybe a little bigger. Solidly built, not falling down. And it's got your awesome barn right here. Boom. Look at that beauty. It's not all the way falling down, and it might actually be savable, maybe. I don't know. Not huge like some of those other ones, but there you go. Like, there's these giant liners from water tanks they're piling up right now, and there's all kinds of crap and junk back there I took pictures of. Another kind of lean-to outbuilding right there, 2 silos, another building behind that, semi-trailer, and then there's some neighbors back there with even more crap. So I don't know, it's interesting. I guess it all depends on the house and if I want to spend the next 2 years of my life doing this project. So you could see it was a really crazy house, and going back, I wish I could have done a more in-depth video and shown everybody, but like I said, back then I was just doing videos of my own flips and rentals and not these other crazy properties I encountered. Wouldn't that be cool if I would have done all the videos on crazy REOs and foreclosures I sold over the years? That would be a really cool video as well too. But that was even back before I was doing YouTube, so that would be a little difficult. But what happened to this house? So that was one MLS. Here's another one where it's tried to be sold a few years before I sold it. House needs work or scraped. So it also needed work back then, but I think it was even worse when I saw it. But I believe they saved this house. This is the same property. And you can see, like, it's crazy. There's the shop, there's the barn. I did not know they had done this until today. And I was looking back at the MLS. I was trying to find the address, trying to figure that out for a long time. I finally found it. And then I looked at these pictures. I'm like, oh my God, I was expecting it to be like a vacant lot, honestly, and just have nothing there. But they completely remodeled it. They did end up adding a basement, as you can see. I don't know how big that basement is, but who knows how much money they spent doing this. The garage is completely redone. Just, they look like they're brand new, even though I think that's the same garage, the same barn. Just an incredible amount of work. Oh, that's a really cool barn too. I think I did go in that barn, but I don't know if I showed it. Or maybe not. Oh, and the silos are even still there. And that other shed too. They painted the silos blue. So I didn't realize that until just now. I guess I didn't look through all of these pictures. But just wow was all I could say about that property. And like I said, it'd be really cool if I had more video of it. But I don't. So sorry. So it's sold for $485,000 in 2018 and had 2.5 acres. If you're wondering, comments: completely remodeled country home with 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, new kitchen, granite countertops, and new appliances, new flooring and bathrooms, new AC, furnace, septic, and sprinkler system, complete basement with new floor joists. Yes, built-in high high ceilings. Garage and story buildings have all been remodeled. Yes, a lot. Horse stable, second level for storage. I wanted to see, this sold 9/13/2008. It was for sale for 105 days, so they probably finished it about June of 2018, and I sold it on May of 2017. So they did that in a year. That's actually really, really, really impressive that they did all of that. So kudos to them. And then it sold again for $680,000 in 2022. You can see here, It's still got the silos. It's got a pretty nice yard now. Still looks very similar inside, and quite the change. So they bought it for what was it, 126, sold it for 485. So I'm sure they made some money on it, but they probably spent $200,000 on it too. Just crazy. And you can't really see. I was trying to see the other properties that you could see in the distance. Look, it still has a cool tractor. I like how they painted the silos blue. Oh, there you can see them here. So when I zoom in my video, you can see all the junk and stuff back here. Those were some of the houses in the distance. It also had tons of junk and stuff with them as well. Looks like they have been cleaned up too. So, oh, look at that. That's pretty cool. The lights up there, the rainbow with a thunderstorm, the mountains, the corn. So, pretty crazy. I was not expecting to see that kind of transformation when I looked up this house. And I actually forgotten about this house until I found that video on my phone. I was scrolling through videos, actually looking to see if I had a picture of my Lotus Esprit spare tire in it still, for various other reasons, because it's getting some work done and the spare tire was missing for a while, and we did find it. But I was trying to make sure to see what kind of spare tire it had before, because it was at my mechanic shop and he has lots of Esprit spare tires, if you can believe that. He has a whole lot of Lotus Esprit. So I found this video, and pretty cool to come back and see what it looks like now. I should have gone to see that house when it's for sale, actually. Maybe it'll come up for sale again here. Who knows? Maybe the old owners would want, or the new owners would want to see these old videos, and maybe they wouldn't. Never, ever want to see what that house looked like before. So, all right. Thanks for watching. I love the support, the comments, the likes. Those are awesome. And we'll have more videos of my other projects. We have lots of flips going on. Buy a new flip this week. Commercial properties going good. Things seem to be calming down, except for, of course, the stolen car left in my parking lot the other day. And we'll talk about that here soon. All right, take care.